IELTS part 136. This may be affecting the whales' nutrition in the winter and may require them to change their patterns of movement in order to search for food. Other studies with tagged whales have shown that they regularly dive up to 800 feet in the sea, the area. Researchers tend to think that during these deep dives, the whales may be feeding on bottom fish. Bottom fish species in this area would include holiped, rockfish, tin cod, and greenling. Scientists estimate that today's linked population in modern Puget Sound and the Strait of Georgia is only 2% of what it was in 1950. The average size of the rockfish in the recreational catch has also declined by several inches since the 1970s, which is an indicator of overfishing in some locations. Well, there are certain areas which we must talk about, and these certain areas have large population of the whales, and we can tell you more about them. The Puget Sound and the Strait of Georgia have certainly contributed to this situation. The average size of rockfish in the recreational catch also declined by several inches since 1970s. In some locations, certain rockfish species have disappeared entirely. In some locations, certain rockfish species have disappeared entirely. So they have gone extinct. They have gone extinct. So even if bottom fish are not a major food resource for the whales, the present low numbers of the available fish increases the pressure on orcas and all marine animals to find food. For more information on bottom fish, see the San Juan County Bottom Fish Recovery Program. Toxic substance accumulates in higher concentration as they move up the food chain, because orcas are the top predator in the ocean and are at the top of several different food chains in the environment. They tend to be more affected by pollutants than the other sea creatures. Examinations stranded killer whales have shown some extremely high levels of lead, mercury, polychlorinated hydrocarbons, abandoned marine toxic waste dumps, and present level of industrial and human refuse pollution of the inland waters probably presents the most serious threat to the continued existence of this orca population. Unfortunately, the total remedy to this huge problem would be broad societal changes on many fronts. But because of the fact that orcas are so popular, they may be the best species to use as a focal point in bringing about the many changes that need to be made in order to protect the marine environment as a whole from further toxic poisoning. The water around The San Juan Island are extremely busy due to the international commercial activities.